Sup guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Hi!
Hola! What's up my dudes? Oh my god, and the elephant. Oh, I'm really a mess. What's up my dudes? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alright, so today we're joined by my friend Carmen. Cameron. It's not Cameron, it's Carmen, you idiots. So welcome back to Norman Never Forgets. Okay, so this is Norman. We're gonna spill the tea. Norman, where are you gonna sit? Today, Carmen and I are going to be doing my favorite hobby of all time, which is puzzles, while we simultaneously rant about men, specifically some men. I really don't know where to start this story.
We basically got fucked over by the same guy back in summer 2018. Let's hope it doesn't happen this year. Woo!
If you're out there and you're single and attractive and over 6 foot, date me.
This is basically just about all the fuckboys that have...
Specifically a fuckboy named... So we've now narrowed it down to there's, at the very minimum, 12 women were involved in this. We're just 2 of them, so the other 10 ladies out there, hola, welcome to my YouTube channel. We'll both say how we met him.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I met him because of work, and yeah, for some reason, everyone was like, okay, literally go for anyone, like any of the men at work, literally all of them, except this one guy. What did my dumbass do? Went for that one guy. So,
I invited my friend to my place when I was in Vernon, and I was having, like, a bonfire. So I was like, hey, come, and then he was like, hey, can I bring a friend? And I was like, yeah, sure. But I'm pretty sure he was literally just high the entire time while he sat there. We barely talked. But then I matched with him on Tinder.
Like, oh, yes, I got the piece. Sorry. Go.
But yeah, we just literally started talking and getting to know each other and hanging out a lot more. And then it just started kicking off into something great.
Something magical. Okay, so this is stage 1. Is defending him at all costs. Like, you only see this magical human being. Like, he is the bomb diggity. He is he's the love of your freaking life. He's like gorgeous.
Yeah, you're like, he's amazing.
He's amazing.
Tan. He plays golf. Oh my god.
Yeah, like he's
great. That's stage 2. Then you start like kind of picking up on the lies.
Yeah, stage 2 is like when he's like, you like can tell that he's like telling white lies, I guess. So it's like, that's a little shady. Like, I need to watch myself.
On a real note, how many times did he say, I have to be with my family? We'll sum up the lies, because there's a lot, and this just...
Okay, so the camera cut off for a really long time. We don't even know what we were talking about. So we're just gonna sum it up for you. So,
he continued lying.
He lied about a lot of things. Like, he lied about his dual personality disorder that he doesn't have.
Which is what?
He lied about his ex-girlfriend dying, like, killing herself.
And then coming back to life, like...
Yeah, like, what? And... We explained it, but, like, it's not relevant. Just, like, times that we, like, started to think that he was shady, okay? Like, that is basically all that we just talked about for, like, probably 30 minutes.
And then
he was like, making you feel special by saying that you were the only person that knew what he was telling you.
He moved to... Okay, let's sum it up, basically. Because, like,
he left
to go to school.
To go to school in Edmonton, which is where I live. Or I just moved from.
Yeah. And then I was here back in Kelowna, and so... It was, like, getting to a serious point right before he left. Like, he was, like, one day he texted me, I hate this, and was like, question.
That was a really dramatic breath.
Answer. And he was like, do you see a relationship in our future? And I was like, yes. And then he was like,
Oh my god, I remember
and then,
this.
Like, made me feel, like, special about it and was, like, saying how, like, we'll make it work and blah, 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 and, like, all this shit that, like, obviously was, like, a complete lie because he was talking to 10 other chicks. But, like, that's the only way that, like, I was hurt because, like, I got that from him saying that he, like, had lots of feelings for me, etc., etc. Just, like, last time we hung out, like, he, like, cried that he was leaving and I'm never gonna see him again, which is, like,
I remember this. He told me that he was like, I just said bye to Carmen, and I was, like, so sad I was crying. Honestly, once you've been fucked over enough times, you're just used to it.
And then he went to Edmonton and, like, he was like, yeah, like, I'm, like, not talking to girls and blah, blah, blah.
When I went back to Edmonton, I literally hung out with him, like, every day for, like, 5 days. And this is the first time that I realized he was lying. My family and I took him for dinner, and my brother had just been playing, like, not playing, but he'd been, like, at the driving range golfing with one of the guys that's on the U of A golf team. And basically he said that he had never heard of him. He told me that he'd been on the golf team for, like, 3 years. And he told me he was the president of U of A. And he's most certainly not. So then I started confronting him about all of this, and he was like, oh my god, like, you're overreacting, like, why are you reading into this? So then I told my mom, I was like, I don't think he has dual personality disorder, or that his girlfriend was ever, like, that he ever actually thought she was dead. I don't really know how this spiraled so quickly. It really did, though. We connected before I sent the text message.
Oh, yeah, so
we'd never talked before, except in the golf shop very briefly, like, probably, like, hi, how are ya, and that was it.
It was, like, really awkward, too, because I was like, I served you T-bones. Oh, no, you mentioned, you were like, oh, I used to always see you at work, and now you're at my work. This is funny. And I was like, yeah, and then I was like, well.
We connected because of a mutual friend.
I was just like, I know something's up when something's up. I'm not
sneaky
stupid.
little
He was telling me I'm going to be, like, faithful and blah, blah, blah. You can trust me. And I was like, sure. He convinced me to go to Edmonton. And I was kind of like, okay, well, like, I will go to Edmonton, but I also want to see my family and my other friends. Then I found out how shitty he was. And then I was like, you know what? I can just, you know, we talked. And
yeah, we ranted just forever. About, like, all of his lies, basically.
And, like, all of his lies. And, like, oh, my God, he said the same thing. Like, cool, awesome.
Well, yeah, you said you were coming to see him and that you guys were, like, a thing.
And, yeah.
And I was like, honey, no, you're not. I really don't want to be the one to tell you this, but, like, he is a bitch.
Everyone's gonna find
no, that's the other thing. When guys are like, oh, I don't want anything serious, but I just really want sex. You could literally have a 24/7 booty call if you get a girlfriend. I sent him this really, like, savage text, because I, like, when people lie to me, I get freaking heated. Completely cut off communication with him because I didn't want to know, like, what his thoughts were at all. And then, so when Carmen came to town to see him, she saw him for, like, what, an hour?
At this point, though, like, obviously, like, why would I want to hang out with him? But at the same time, I was just like, fuck it. Like,
you kind of want to know what he has to say,
Let's see how stupid he looks right now. And, it was funny. On his computer, on his little MacBook, like, not talking to me the entire time. I'm, like, talking to his roommate. Then I literally stayed there an hour, and then I was just, like, getting, like, okay, why the fuck am I here now? Like, I need to go. And then he's just like, well, like, it's just, like, you know, awkward and blah, blah, blah. I went home, and then he sent me, like, an entire message saying sorry. So, like, he just said, like, all the stuff that was true and what was fake, and that he, like, genuinely did have feelings for me, which I was like, cool, I don't care. He was like, so I was wondering if, like, you could, like, send off a message to Megan that, like, I want to talk to her and stuff like that.
Yeah, so when Carmen was in town, we went to coffee, and we kind of just, like, we bitched about him, we talked about our lives, we realized that we have a lot of things in common, and now we're friends, okay? So that's Carmen and I's getting together story. But she told me that she wanted to talk to me, and I had, like, sent him that mean text and blocked him, so I don't care what he's doing. So I blocked him on iMessage, and I literally said, what? And he was like, I would like to set up an appointment to meet.
Appointment.
I'd like to set up an appointment to meet with you. And I was like, when do you want to meet? What building? Like, what are we doing? Like, what's the fucking game plan? Let's get this shit done. He met me in this building and said, would you like to go somewhere more private, like my office? Okay, so when we walked down to his office, there's like a common room and then like his office. So in the common room, there was like 6 guys playing pool. And he was like, okay, well, I just want to start off by saying, like, I'm sorry, and, like, I was a shitty guy to you and stuff, blah, 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 blah. But I've come prepared today with this letter. It's 9 paragraphs, 3 pages long, in 12-point font. So it starts off by saying, Megan. Very good opening. 10 out of 10. Good opening. Okay, anyways.
You got my name right compared to the other 10 girls.
And I pushed those away who were really only trying to be nice, like you. I want to explain, though, through the course of this letter in a more of a timeline fashion. Blank and I, his ex-girlfriend, broke up and I broke my arm on the same day. How is that relevant? Oh, I sincerely apologize to you on the last page.
Which is honestly...
But I had to be tortured by the first 2 pages.
You know,
While it would have been smart to just let myself properly process my emotions. That is the fucking tea, sis. I no longer get high the same way I did before. So you still get high, but just not as high? Is that what that means?
Doesn't mention any other girls. Literally, that's, like, pretty well all he said. And then, yeah. So I'm fucking jealous. I wish I got a stupid letter. But at the same time...
this one? I felt like I had found the good in myself again and that I am now stable. Lie, he's not stable. Anyways, that's the end of the letter. But he read it to me like I was an illiterate fuck in his office. And then after I, like, unleashed on him, I said, I never want to hear from you again. I fucking hate you. I don't care what you do. I don't care about your movements at U of A. I don't care that you're going to run for some election. I don't care about any of it because I just don't ever want to hear from you ever again. I cannot believe that there are people out there like this and that I've experienced one of them. I walked out of his office and slammed the door after, and all the guys that were playing pool were just staring at me, and they were like, holy fuck, you need to chill. And I was like, listen, you don't even know the whole story. So then I left. Yeah, I was like, any of you single? Because I am! So, guys, we're going to turn this into a series. We're going to talk. We're just going to have a talk. So, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you laughed or if you can relate. Comment down below your shitty men stories. We'd love to hear them because we can probably relate. Okay, cool. Have a fantastic day.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Norman Never Forgets. Honestly, if you're one of my original, like, I'm gonna say original 50 subscribers, like, hit me up, like, now, and then I'll remember you when I'm famous.